Today's story is I RSVP'd for a party with strange rules by Blake Blizzard. Please click yes or no. Looking at the cursor on my screen disappear and reappear, I finally snapped back to reality, seeing exactly what email I just opened. The email was titled, "Welcome to the Neighborhood." Feeling somewhat uneasy receiving this email, I continued reading. I did just move into my new home about 3 weeks ago. I had no ties to this area, no family, no friends. I am something of a solitary person anyway, and very few people knew that I had moved. The house I found was an absolute steal, so I moved on it quickly. The email was sent from the Klaus group, whatever that was. Still uneasy, but intrigued, I continued on. "Welcome, neighbor. We have a great community, and we'd like to welcome you with open arms. We plan this yearly party for new homeowners, and we hope that you accept our invitation. Everything will be provided free of charge. We just ask that you RSVP at the end of this message. Please, read the rules of the party carefully. Hope to see you soon." I immediately thought there's no chance I would be going to this weird eyes wide shut party. But the more I thought about it, I figured it couldn't hurt to at least read the rest of the email and see what the rules were. I should try to be more social anyway. It might be good for me. Location: Sycamore Drive, street number 1001. Date: 8/13. Time: 1700 hours to 0000 hours. Please go over, review, and accept the rules for our engagement. Rule 1. When you arrive, please knock 3 times. Do not use the door knocker. Rule 2. When you are greeted, please check your coat and phone. Do not leave them in your vehicle. Rule 3. If you see a well-dressed man sitting in a wooden chair when you enter, do not come in. Politely excuse yourself, walk around the block, and attempt to enter again. You should be gone. Rule 4. If you are offered a blue drink, you must take it. You are allowed to drink and eat whatever you like, but do not refuse the blue drink if it is offered. There is a chance you will not be offered anything. Rule 5. Do not enter any closed doors, including the bathroom, which will be marked. Wait until the door is open. Rule 6. You are to be off the premises by 0:05 hours. Rule 7. Have fun and enjoy yourself. And this has got to be some kind of prank. Never have I heard of such ridiculous rules, even when I was going to frat parties in college. Curiosity was overcoming me, though, and without any more thought, I clicked yes. I figured there was a chance this was all horseshit, but if it was real, I wanted to see. Well, see you on the 13th. I guess I should have checked the calendar. That day fell on a Friday. When I googled the address, I found that it wasn't too far from me at all. I decided on walking there. I've been taking walks around the neighborhood since I moved in. I like to think, and also it's a great way to learn the area. I must have walked by this house many times, but have no memory of the building that I was now looking at. The house? It looked like it was at least 3 stories. There was a gate around the property. It was real out of place from the rest of the mostly ranch-style homes in this area. I knocked 3 times as the rules stated, feeling silly but doing it anyway. I was greeted by a tall, skinny man wearing a suit that had stripes on it. As soon as the door opened, though, I had a panicked thought, almost forgetting to scan the area and make sure that no one was sitting in a wooden chair. I didn't see anyone. It was at this time that I decided this was just a fun little party and the rules were mostly an icebreaker to help welcome the new residents to the neighborhood. I figured it was some kind of welcome committee and this was their thing. Relaxing a bit, I decided to grab a little pig in a blanket and a beer. It's Stella on tap. Good stuff at this party. The decor was absolutely stunning. Every piece of furniture was oak or maple, and heavy at that. As soon as I finished my beer, a lady in a black dress quietly entered my vision. "House drink, sir?" "No I noticed that it was a martini glass full of an unknown blue liquid. I hesitated and took the drink. "Thank you," I said. She just smiled with a closed mouth, took my empty drink, and walked off. Okay, so I'm following all their goofy rules, but it didn't say that I had to drink it. I accepted it, and hopefully that was enough. I don't trust this blue drink. Looking around, I quickly put the glass down near a garbage can. I shook off the blue drink issue, still believing they were playing up the rules thing they sent in the email. I wanted to get back to exploring this very nice home. What kind of place was this? There must have been about 100 people on the main floor. Like I said, this place was big. It almost felt like it shouldn't be this big inside compared to how the outside appeared. No one really seemed to be dressed in any particular way. The servers? It couldn't be identified by anything. For all I knew, the servers and bartenders could be guests or part of whatever group put this on. They're certainly not a professional catering company. When I was done exploring the bottom level, I made my way back to the entrance. When you entered this home, there are 2 stunning staircases, again made out of stained wood, leading to the second floor. It seemed okay to venture, so I made my way up. The second floor could only be described as off. There are rooms on each side of the stairways. Most are closed. Most of the biggest residential homes I've been to don't have more than 5 or 6 bedrooms. These 2 hallways looked like they went on for some distance. My bladder kicked me out of nowhere, and I suddenly realized I had to utilize the restroom. Not wanting to waste my time looking for the facilities, I politely stopped a gentleman in a fiery red dress shirt, complemented by blood red pants. "Hey man, can you point me in the direction of your restroom? I gotta take care of some business, you know?" The man smirked and stared at me for what felt like way too long. "End of the hallway, sir. Last door on the left." Strange that a bathroom for guests would need to be on the second floor, but I didn't care. I was going to need to use it quicker than I thought. The bathroom was marked with a neon light. It reminded me of an exit sign. I reached for the doorknob, but then reflexively yanked my arm back, remembering the rules about not going into closed doors. Even the bathroom. Okay, I told myself, you're getting too crazy about these dumb rules. Just open the door, and as I was in mid-thought, the door slowly opened. What the And then the lights turned on. Staring inside cautiously, I placed one foot inside the room. It looked like any bathroom that you'd ever been in. I relieved myself as quickly as I could, and I got the hell out of there. Yes, I still washed my hands. You know what? I think I've had enough. I made my way towards the staircase, which felt like it took longer to find than it should have. At this time, a thought entered my mind. Why has not one person tried to converse with me, or even see why I'm here? There doesn't seem to be a host, or any signage of what group is putting this party on. Come to think of it, I don't know if I noticed anyone talking to each other. My thoughts ceased when I reached the stairs. Looking down toward the front door, a well-dressed gentleman was seated about 10 foot from the door. He wore a tweed-looking jacket with a fedora that matched. My heart sank. 3 loud knocks made me almost jump out of my skin and almost made me fall down the stairs. No one answered the door. Shortly after, it opened on its own. A young woman entered. My eyes darted from her to the man sitting down. "Please don't come any further," I said to myself. My heart was now racing, but I couldn't move. And this lady had a coat on. Before I knew what happened, 2 men in dark suits took the woman and ushered her out of sight. I quietly but quickly made my way down the stairs. My plan was to abort this mission as soon as possible. My eyes focused on the door. I was one step from freedom when the same woman in a black dress from before blocked my exit. A blue drink was resting on a serving plate held out between us. "Would you like another drink, sir? I noticed you didn't finish your first one." Trying to hide my unease, I took the drink. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I must have forgotten." "No problem, sir. Are you enjoying yourself? Remember, that is also one of the rules." Yes," I said, trying to keep my composure. "I've been having a wonderful time." "Good." With that, she hurried away. I swear, as soon as she left my sight, I heard a muffled scream in the distance, accompanied with the door slamming. Not remembering any more rules that I could mess up, I continued to the front door. I noticed something before I left. No one was moving. There was no sound. "Thank you for the invitation," I stupidly said out loud. What the hell was I thinking? As an afterthought, I checked my watch. The time was just after midnight. Damn, that's too close. I have to get out of here now. Fully expecting the door to be locked, I closed my eyes and prayed that it wasn't. With a simple turn, the doorknob released the door from its hinges. A huge breath of relief escaped my lungs and I was back to the street, walking as quickly as I possibly could. I didn't think running would be a good look. About 20 minutes later, I locked the door and engaged the deadbolt. I did that thing in the movies where they place their back to the door and slowly slide down to the floor. I can't tell you how relieved I was to be home. Hopefully this was all just a strange dream and none of it actually happened. I decided to take a hot shower and change. I felt a little better about the night, but not for long. As I passed my computer, I saw that I had a little letter icon in the lower right-hand corner, indicating I had received a new email. Fighting the urge to throw up, I slowly made my way to the computer and opened up my email account. The headline read, "Thank you for coming." Oh God, what the hell is this? I clicked open the email. "Greetings from the Klaus Group. We hope you enjoyed yourself and thank you again for accepting our invitation. We also appreciate your propensity for following the rules. So many fail to do so. We ask that you maintain discretion about what you saw tonight, as this experience is for members only. The Klaus Group is thankful for your future participation in our rituals. A member will be contacting you shortly. Have a wonderful night." I stared at the glowing screen in shock. I don't know what I just read, or what any of this meant. As I was attempting to understand this email, I was interrupted by 3 loud knocks at my door.
Y bueno amigos, te agradezco que te hayas quedado hasta el final del video y también agradecerle al canal de YouTube As the Raven Dreams, que significa como sueña el cuervo, que me haya permitido hacer esa traducción y emitirlo en este canal. Y también al autor de la historia, Blake Blizzard, quien es escritor y que pues es un seguidor de Raven. Y por mi parte pues es todo amigos, te agradezco, ya sabes, te recuerdo, suscríbete a este canal. Apoye este proyecto, comparte nuestros videos para que más personas nos conozcan y también el famoso like para que YouTube no esconda nuestro contenido. Te dejaré el link del canal de Raven as the Raven Dreams, como sueña el cuervo, para que vayas, apoyes y te suscribas. Así que nos vemos hasta el próximo relato.
So, just some extra bonus stuff. So, yeah, just saying. All right, friends, here's to a wonderful July. It was a good time.